Hello everyone. This stream Bughouse World Championship match in the open section, group stage, group D, Marvel and DC for Life, and No Chewy Candy versus CaspiIsrael and shayka211. So we play with a 2-minute time control, and it will be first to 15. Chewy is streaming the match himself. Right now, they haven't started their game yet, but they will soon. I'm gonna put a shout out for him in the chat. These people want to see from Chewy's perspective. I have his stream pulled up, and let me know in the chat if you guys want to hear what he's saying. That they won't be able to hear me, but I can commentate and we can listen to them at the same time. Oh, it looks like Ben is streaming the 4PC arena number 9. So we'll probably raid Ben at the end of the stream here. Let's shout out Ben too. So funnily enough, these guys got the bright idea to warm up for their match. And they warmed up for their match by going into the random pool. But their opponents also got the bright idea to warm up for the match by going into the random pool. And they were matched against one another. So current match score is 1-1. But that's from the random pool, so that doesn't count. So I have to deduct 1 whenever I look at these scores from each of them. So here we go. Off to the races. CaspiIsrael, by the way, is a grandmaster, not an international master. He was an international master for like 15 years. Finally got his last GM norms a couple years ago. So Chewy hung a pawn. And trades happening from Shayka. Shayka is trying to be safe over here in the corner. But now the queen is being tempoed. Probably we're going to go in on this weak light square. Okay. Shayka hangs a pawn to get some tempo. The queen is tempoed. Time is fairly equal. Marvel is on initiative. That queen would mate. So trying to maintain the threat. This is looking pretty dire for Caspi. Marvel is very safe. There's a lot of coverage of these squares. Marvel's now up 10 seconds. So pieces are very crushing for Marvel. Like a queen or a bishop would be excellent right here. He can just move his bishop, actually. Why doesn't he just move his bishop to here? Maybe he's waiting to see if the queen comes. Because the queen is, yeah, queen plus knight is very simple mate. Knight check. Okay, he's doing it with 2 pawns. That works too. Our score is 1-0. Favoring Chewy and Marvel. Oh. Chewy catches a free move. Gets a free piece. And then Chewy sacks on Shayka. Here comes some material. Going after these light squares. This will fork because the rook is pinned, can't take it. We could take this, or we can win the queen. Trying to figure out what's best for his partner, probably. Gonna win the queen. New bishop here, good. Get this knight out of here. I like what Chewy's been doing. If this rook goes away, if it's get taken or something, then f2 will be very weak. I don't think Shayka can live through this. And Marvel is winning as well. Oh, someone has matched me to a 30-minute game. Let's go ahead, check their profile. We'll block them. And we'll go ahead, decline. Go Dynafire. Okay, I like how Chewy grabs the rook file as soon as this pawn square is vacated. Bunch of trades. Chewy on initiative. These dark squares are very weak. Might see some knights. A rook mates immediately. Is a rook possible? Oh, okay. He's gonna win the queen, potentially. With check. The scary move doesn't happen. Rook might want to take this bishop before scary stuff happens. Maybe he's waiting for a pawn check, though. He's up about 4 seconds over his diagonal opponent. Probably going to wait for a pawn or queen or e7. Pawn much more likely, of course. Just knights in hand right now. I guess you could throw a knight or a pawn on f3 potentially. Just to block off the bishop. If the bishop takes, that activates the queen. There's something on f3, not the end of the world. Or no nochewycandy. But he would like diagonals to keep attacking. Okay, sacks for the bishop. This knight covers a lot of key squares. There's the pawn, the diagonal he was looking for. I'm not sure why we took this way, but okay. That pawn move was pretty terrible. Let the bishop get even more active. This king is getting a little bit bare. Another queen mates, so that's very unlikely, of course. Oh, CaspiIsrael has mate. Alright. CaspiIsrael was Caspi Wins on the free internet chess server. He's come to the Berlin gathering a bunch of times, and he's won Berlin at least twice, maybe more. Berlin, the most prestigious over-the-board bughouse tournament. If this queen moves away, then a knight would mate, potentially. And he has a knight in hand. I think the queen trade's most likely going to have... Oh, well, hold on. It's white's move. I guess white gets to decide on the queen trade. He has to watch out for this knight fork. Queen, pawn, or anything looks pretty catastrophic right now. Could just retreat the queen, I guess. Of course, a queen right now. Another queen would be... Wait, can he just push this pawn? Why not push the pawn? What's wrong with that? Now he's retreated. Queen still mates. Knight is good. So knight mate is the threat. Now queen mate is the threat. Okay. Our score is 2-2. All tied up. And it's first to 15. So there's been some sacks on both kings. King's not looking very comfortable. There's the knight. Potentially take the queen. Maybe you can take that, followed by knight up. Okay. Knight plus queen would mate. CaspiIsrael kind of on the ropes here. I'm gonna try to attack, but double check is pretty good. Another knight in, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, nice mate by Marvel. Our score right now is 3-2, favoring Chewy and Marvel. Huge attack from Marvel. Notice CaspiIsrael did not develop his king's bishop, and therefore he's now dead. Doesn't matter whether you're 2500 or 600. If you don't develop your king's bishop, bad stuff will happen to you. Marvel up about 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. Want some more material. Knight mates right here. He's got it. Okay. Next game. A lot of trades. Chewy's getting attacked this time. But he's reasonably safe because of these bishops. Take the pawn first, and we can always come back. I would have taken the rook, but he's trying to pile up, I guess. Knight could be good for initiative. Oh, knight mates. Knight possible. They're down time. He's sacking. I'm sure they know about the knight thing. Okay, knight no longer mates. Oh, a rook mates for shayka. Probably would have liked it if his partner took that rook. It was maybe a miscommunication. Pawn in, maybe. Now he's just going to keep piling up. I assume we're going to sack the queen or something like that. Oh, wow. Queen coming down. Rook is very good for Chewy. Takes one of the knights, vacates a square for our knight check. I think he's at least safe. Oh, wait, that mates his partner. Okay, creating a threat. Even if queen gets taken. I think you're going to have to play knight takes, then king h7, something like that. Has to be trying to be aggressive. Maybe rook takes rook and try to get him on the back rank. Oh, that's mate. Chewy is mate. Nice mate. Our score now 5-2. favoring Chewy and Marvel. His first to 15. A lot of trades have happened. Shayka get in a bit of initiative. CaspiIsrael still is not developing his King's Bishop. This time he might live. Just the might. Rook good for Shayka. Rook at e8, followed by queen at g8. I'm going to put some pawns on the 7th. I think you could sack your queen here. Trying to take this, I guess. Oh, I would have gotten that knight out, but okay. Putting pressure on the queen. Caspi really going to need to look to defend in. He could knight check first, I guess. Maybe rook check. Try to get the knight out of there, but something really needs to land on f7, like a bishop. Interesting. Gonna leave the knight there. If pawn takes, that's a weakness. He's got more defenders on the board. But Chewy gets mate on Shayka. Hey Dorvat. Yeah, don't try this at home. What CaspiIsrael's been doing. Chewy on the attack. He could just drop a bishop check. But he's gonna keep rolling. There's a bishop check. Very aggressive. Oh, queen in. Pawn is amazing. Throw in a rook check, I guess. I guess the A rook probably better. They keep defenders around. Oh, he gets the pawn. Makes things easier. You could have used your existing queen. Didn't need the pawn. The last one at least. Our score is now 7-2. Favoring Chewy and Marvel. If this finishes quickly, by the way, there is another match that starts in 12 minutes. Try to cover that one as well. You may miss the start of it. Eight in one threat. Knight. Quite good for Chewy. There's a knight. Marvel gonna wait for material. Diagonal. Well, I guess diagonal doesn't matter. Knight covers. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, that's more forcing. I like that bishop move. That's mate. 8-2. Favoring Chewy and Marvel. Caspi marching that H pawn. I think it's too slow, but we'll see. Knight plus pawn mates for Chewy. They are up 1 second. Marvel would like to pin this knight, but now they are down 1 second. Shayka defends. Defends again. Defends again. Now is looking much safer. On the other hand, CaspiIsrael being attacked. Ooh, whoa. That was the defender of the key square. Alright, our score is 9-2. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. Yeah, I mean, I think Shayka is the weak link among these 4 players. But CaspiIsrael always partners in Israeli for this particular tournament. A lot of good Israeli bughouse players, actually. There's Crazy 8. There's, I think, Pure Essence. Ecarf is from the US, but lives in Israel, still as far as I know. But yeah, I'm sure they're in real life friends. Someone asked in the chess.com chat how long is the series, and I told him it's to 15. Which is probably still ambiguous, but at least gives some information. I think Chewy's still safe. This pawn wall, pretty good. Marvel would like a knight. Knight mate. No, never mind. I'm sorry. This knight covers. I'm dumb. What would he like? I mean, okay, a queen mates, 2 rooks mate. What else mates? Two knights and a rook mate. But Chewy gets the mate. Our score right now is 10-2. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. Dual promotions. This promotion is nearer to the king though, so I think this is the better promotion. This queen is out of the picture for now. Ooh, we don't want to get rid of that knight. Yeah, now this king is a bit naked. You'd like a bishop to do things with tempo. Even pawn check, then revealing the queen could be useful. I don't think this is the way. Pawn check, at least. You'd like to take that if he takes. Chewy is running out of material. Still up a little bit of time though. Critical time. Yeah, he wants to get this queen involved. Okay, to cut off this queen maybe. Now he could consider sacking. Bishop up. Get everybody in play. So right now the queen covers those. Another knight would be good. Oh, there's a queen. That's got to be mate real soon. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the right side to put it on. I was wrong when I put this one. That's mate in 1. But Marvel needs to live. Marvel's up time though. I think Marvel can sit. All right, our score is 11-2. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. By the way, both these teams are undefeated in their groups. But the difference is Chewy and Marvel have played everyone else. And Caspi and Shayka, this may be their first game. Their first match, I mean. They're a strong team, don't get me wrong. They're going to win some other matches too. So pawn plus knight. Very good. Wants to get this knight, or the queen. Knight is better than a queen, honestly. In this situation. Oh, but he defends. Okay, trying to make a hole here on e6. Again, Caspi has not developed his king's bishop, and this is what happens when you don't develop your king's bishop. You have an aggressive player playing against you. Our score is 12-2. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. Oh, Zizon says that they beat FM Chess Kid in Quick Dash. I guess I was... okay, so they do have a win. I was confused about which group they were in, because one of the groups, the Lager team, withdrew, and there were a bunch of win by forfeits. So I guess I confused which group. Thank you for correcting me, Firefly. Okay, Chewy trying to get that knight out of his house. Is being attacked. Are we going to go up? Yep. Marvel on the attack. At least pick up some free material. Chewy has a bunch of options to attack. First, he's got to withstand his opponent's attacks. Oh, another option. Okay, knight check. Very nice. Going to promote some pawns. They're up 6 seconds. Marvel should stall. Let his partner get a queen on the board and liquidate everything here. He is very fast and good at chess. Oh, okay. Firefly. Let me pull up the groups. I thought I looked at the record beforehand. I saw... Oh, yeah, you're right. There's 2 W's for Caspi and Shayka. Alright, so our score is 13-2. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. The free queen for Chewy. Can I get his king safer? Deflect the bishop, then knight check, pawn check, rook mates. Rook also mates for Marvel. They both want rooks. Oh, now a rook mates for Caspi. A knight could also, well, no, this knight defends. Exploiting the pin. Knight check, take rook, and let his partner win with the rook. Possibility. If they were up time. But the Caspi team is up time slightly. Still might be a good defensive plan. This was not good. This is death for Chewy. I think he had to play like knight check, then take the rook. I didn't really see another option. So our score right now is 13 to 3. Favor and Chewy and Marvel. Chewy collecting some extra material. Knight would be good for Chewy. Just to win the queen. Ooh, this is a very aggressive move. Do we take that? Like queen takes pawn, I assume. One knight would be good to get some initiative for shayka. Queen wins for Caspi. Take the rook for sure. You can take the queen the second time. Knight wins. Oh, there's 2 knights in take. Chewy up 2 seconds. Chewy's gonna wait for a knight. 2 different knight mates. Pick one. Probably gonna sit it down. Unfortunately, Caspi's only checks are knight checks. You could try to throw a knight check somewhere sneaky that's not anticipated. No, hold on, he has a rook check. Rook takes pawn. So he might do like rook takes pawn, followed by a knight check somewhere sneaky, like back here. He could, hold on, he can promote the pawn to a knight. That only gives a pawn. Other option. Promote pawn to knight. Then rook takes pawn. Then throw a knight somewhere funky. So Caspi gonna try to make up time at the last second. Okay, rook takes pawn first. Promote to knight. Pawn check. Still holding the knight. Okay, Chewy's team wins that by 0.7 seconds. This is match point. Score 14-1. I'm sorry, 14-3. Favoring Chewy and Marvel. And we have another match coming up immediately after this. The king does not look happy. I don't think Caspi's gonna let go of this check, but it's very hard for Shayka to defend. I think Shayka will be mated in short order, which is one move. All right, that's match. GG's. Final score is 15 to, that's 3, right? 3. Averin, Julia, Marvel. Hold on, make sure. Okay, yeah. All right. So we have another match to watch, which may already be in progress. I'm gonna go into console. We're gonna unfollow. And we are going to see if these other guys are playing yet. And they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to change the title. And I'm going to come right back.